Now, the delay in the vote follows violence between supporters of the two remaining candidates. VOA West Africa correspondent Scott Stearns reports from the Guinean capital, Conakry.
Guinea's National Independent Electoral Commission has failed to agree on a new date for this presidential runoff, adding to tension over a vote that's meant to return the country to civilian rule. The UN Secretary General is calling on voters in Guinea to stay calm amid that uncertainty, warning those who may attempt to disrupt an orderly and peaceful transition that they'll be held accountable by both Guinea and the international community. Campaigning was suspended and this Sunday's vote postponed after 2 days of violence between supporters of former Prime Minister Cellou Diallo and longtime opposition leader Alpha Condé. Police used tear gas to break up clashes that followed the conviction of two senior electoral officials accused of falsifying results from June's first round of voting. Condé's campaign manager, Makale Traoré, says there's no point rushing ahead with a flawed vote, the results of which people will reject.
I think that now everyone understands that it is more important to correct the irregularities than to fix a date. Again, we want to have transparent elections when the flaws have been corrected. So we're giving this election a chance that the results could be accepted by all Guineans.
It's the second postponement of this vote, raising concerns that Guinea could end up like Ivory Coast, which has delayed its presidential election 7 times over the past 5 years. Cellou Diallo supporters say Alpha Condé's campaign wants the poll delayed because Diallo won more than twice as many votes as Condé in the first round and is the clear frontrunner in this head-to-head runoff.
Pour que l'élection se tienne, il faut que la loi simplement soit respectée.
The law needs to be respected for elections to take place. They should stop the delaying tactics, hindrances for the electoral process. It's not possible to come out each morning with a new request to delay elections indefinitely. And it's not solely up to the candidates to impose conditions which vary all the time. The Guinean people have been waiting for this election for a long time, and it's time for the equivocations to stop.
Cette élection est attendue par les populations guinéennes.
The Electoral Commission itself says it's not ready for the vote because it's still waiting for the delivery of 450,000 new polling cards and is rushing to establish more than 1,000 new polling stations for voters in rural areas. Voter Abdou Jabi says those logistical delays are undermining the Commission's credibility.
An institution like the National Independent Electoral Commission has every means the state has asked of them, financial means and logistics. Even so, this institution is behaving like this. It's shameful. It's humiliating.
The Electoral Commission was to have met with interim Prime Minister Jean-Marie Doré to announce a new date for this vote. But the Commission itself is split between those who want a 2-week delay and those who want a 3-week delay. The process is further complicated by the destruction of an untold number of voter cards and ballot papers in a fire at an Electoral Commission warehouse that authorities say was started accidentally by an electrician. Scott Stearns, VOA News, Conakry.